Some wisdom is found on the surface, and some wisdom takes us deeper. Welcome to Get Deep, where we dive into the thoughts, truths, and affirmations that help us grow, reflect, and move forward. I'm Deborah Deep Mouton, and every episode we'll explore the power of words, the strength of resilience, and the beauty of introspection. Come in, take a seat, and let's get deep. My friends owe me money. I'm sure of it. The amount of times that I've covered the check, the amount of times that I've lent money without thinking about it, I'm sure that if there was some magical gremlin that was counting and tallying the amounts, he would say they owe me. But in the same route, I probably owe them a little bit too, knowing that I'm not always the one that puts my card on the table. Money between friends, or at least my friend group, has become a little bit of just give when you can, knowing that someone will always cover the one who's not doing as well. It's kind of how we practice love within our group. I have a personal pledge that I don't lend what I can't afford to lose. It's my easy way of maintaining my relationships. I know that if I give money to someone and they're not able to give it back, I just count that as a seed sown in their life. If they give it back later, hey, look, that's an even bigger blessing for me. But abandoning the process of holding on to the resentment that might come from money being lost between loved ones is not a practice that I seek to employ. Now, of course, there are some exceptions to this rule. There are times where I have to dig maybe a little deeper than I'm comfortable giving for the sake of the livelihood of the ones that I love. But even in those instances, I found when I make space for them, somehow, somewhere, the money comes back to me. I remember taking my kids to the aquarium this last summer. It was one of those trips where the time didn't meet the money. I run into these often. I have time off that I can spend with my family, but my paycheck maybe is lagging a few days behind. But if I wait for my check, I no longer will have the time. So I kind of have to hope for the best. My husband was out of town and my kids were begging and itching to get out of the house. So I promised to take them to the aquarium, even though I didn't exactly know how the money would work out. I knew that my daughter burns easily in the sun, and so I stopped to get her some sunblock. I walked in the store, got what we needed, tried to keep them from buying every toy that they saw in the store, and made our way out. Just as I approached my door, I found a wad of cash that was wrapped up and dropped at the foot of my door. No one around me, no one parked near me. I sat in the parking lot for another 10 minutes just to make sure no one would follow me looking for it. When I got to the aquarium, they told me the total, and the amount I found outside my door was $2 short for the cost of going into the aquarium. That kind of thing happens to me often. Maybe not in the parking lot of a store, but there always seems to be a give and flow where money is put back in my hands, typically the same amount I spent on those people who I love. And so I've started to see it as a kind of sowing and reaping, that if I'm willing to take care of those around me, there's always someone who will take care of me right back. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. I hope this moment of reflection stays with you, guides you, and reminds you to keep going. If you found value in this episode, let's keep the conversation going. Follow me on Instagram at Live Life Deep and share your thoughts, your wisdom, and your light. And if you're enjoying the podcast, the best way to support it is simple. Subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your support helps others find this space of growth and inspiration. This has been a Gemini's production. You can explore some of the other podcasts on the network by going to GeminisProductions.com or following on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube at Gemini's Productions. Until next time, remember, you've been given today. What you do with it is up to you.